It's a pleasure to share with you to share my journey to you guys, no? Although sabi ko nga, I feel I'm not I don't think I'm worthy to share na kagad what I've done and what I've learned in the business.
So Christian, please start by sharing to the group what were you doing before, and then kailan ka nag-join, tapos ano yung, sige dun muna, tapos nun, challenges mo na as a rookie.
Okay, I am a strength and conditioning specialist. No, I have an international practice na I do strength and conditioning. I'm also a faculty member, so I'm mainly involved in sports. No, right now. Actually, I cannot say now what I was doing before. I'm still doing it now. No, I'm the national coach of the Philippine futsal team. I'm still involved with the national team. The creation ngayon kasi nag-dissolve. I'm still involved in that. Mainly, I'm involved in football and futsal and in a lot of sports as a strength and conditioning specialist. And I'm also the department head of the physical education of the University of Asia Pacific. So that's what I do before I became a financial advisor. No, which, as Nina said, the first time she wanted me to join her team was way back, kasi nakita ko yung mga email ko, was way back 2014. So ganun katagal na. But I was so busy, I didn't take it seriously and I didn't have the time. And I think it's a blessing na during the pandemic, I found time to really ponder on what Nina has been asking me to do with her. So yun.
So what made you, why are you a financial advisor? Kasi you're busy na eh. You're very successful as a wellness coach and you're very happy with what you're doing. Napansin niyo ba, guys, habang kinukwento niya kung anong ginagawa niya, yung boses niya iba, di ba? Excited siya. That's how mahalata mo yung tao kung ano yung passion niya talaga. Kitang-kita natin yung passion ni Christian is in wellness. So, bakit financial planning?
Okay. Well, I learned the value of investing and saving early on in life, no? Kasi just a big background pa, no? So from my younger days, no, I am one of those siguro few students here in the group, no, na I supported myself through college, no? Kasi my parents are now well off, so I don't think in fact I have to transfer school pa to clinch a scholarship playing football, no? Otherwise, kasi kaya nga I'm passionate about what I did before in football kasi yun yung nagpaaral sa akin ng college. I was a football varsity, then I became a football coach. And then nakita ko yung value ng people cannot really, a lot of people as I started working doesn't really value their savings. Yung they value it in a way na when they earn, the next time ubus na, and that time ang lalaki na sweldo ng mga people that I encountered, and then they after a week and a half they're waiting already for the next payday to have to get their salary kasi tapos na sila either the dorm sila or kasi once they get their salary, party yan, as in party, club, everything, they do that. So parang talagang they don't care, or alam nila kasi may darating pa na next payday, so they will depend on that. So that's what I learned to value kasi nga having to really work for your money, no, as early as college, nakita ko paano hindi na mo pwedeng gastahin ko lahat to, no. So I learned the value of investment, and at that time, no, wala kung masyadong alam na tool except bank and then time deposit. I know stock exchange, but I don't know how to do it. And then I think way back 2007, I met Nina rin. Introduced me about yung mga mutual funds and other so yun.
Yun. So you're saying si Christian talagang yung naging financial advisor siya kasi started with his own experience, no? Na nakita niya yung value ng pag marunong kang humawak ng pera mo, you'll be okay. And that's what he wants. Sabi niya, Isaac teacher din daw siya. So, parang ikaw, I think may iba pang mga teachers dito si JJT, di ba teacher ka rin? Di ba?
Hindi, teacher ng mga anak ko lang. Pero homeschool lang. Pero hindi talaga official. Si Israel lang teacher.
Israel, oo nga. Message nga siya. Okay, so Christian, ano yung initial challenges mo as a financial advisor?
My first initial challenge is this, no? Yung early perception ko yung sa mga insurance agent or financial agent, parang kasi the way I was approached before, parang nakakatawa eh. 'Di ba? Yung nakakatawa yung mga insurance agent eh.
Nakakatawa ba si Miss Nina?
That was pre Nina, no? So, i-approach ko in a gym, in a sports setting na naka-Amerikano. Sabi ko, ba't ito mga to, no? Para naman mga ahente ng mga to, ng punerarya itong mga to, lagi naka-Amerikano, kaisang kainit, and everything, no? So, when I became an agent, no? So, well, when I met Nina, my perception of being an agent changed. That was although talagang it took me a long time, probably 8 years before I finally gave into Nina. No? Yung persistency niya, magaling kasi. Ang initial challenge ko is I'm known already in a particular field. My initial challenge is how can I transition and tell to people that I'm doing this? Kasi ang unang fear ko, Coach, bakit ka biglang naging financial advisor? Wala ka na bang client? Naghihirap ka na ba? But I'm still no. In fact, I teach in a university. No, but what I earn outside the university is double. Kasi I go around the country lecturing fitness principle and then lecturing in state universities on how to. Kasi yung merong dinidevelop ang CHED ngayon na program, I was the one who started it in UAMT. And then if you see the CHED program right now in PE, it came from my department. No? So I'm quite successful with my business, but the initial challenge is I am already branded in one particular field. Why did I diversify, or why did I change into another field, which I did not. I only added to what I'm doing.
How did you handle it? Ano mo na
handle? I just first introduce myself to them na, hey, I'm doing this right now. No, kasi nga yung one bad thing about me is I don't really am not interested in Facebook eh. Parang wala talaga ako na interested. For me before Starbright, before being a financial manager, for me it's a waste of time, no? People are there for whatever ways they put there. But the challenge is I firstly slowly introduce myself being a financial advisor. I think I post very rare post ko sa Facebook and then sa Instagram ko, and then I meet up with people and saying, hey, I'm doing this na. So eventually, marami pa rin hindi nakakalam na financial advice because nga I don't really am active in Facebook, but I see people na hindi naman ako pinagtatawan ng pala. Nagugulat lang sila, Coach, paano mo nagawa yun? Parang that's what yung initial challenge ko is becoming what I realize is being accepted na yung initial challenge yan.
So ngayon nadagdagan na yung fancy Christian. Yung mga kina-coach niya, iba na nga yung area na in-introduce niya. I think it's more of in-embrace talaga niya. And now he has to introduce to the world that he is a financial advisor. Christian, what has worked for you in terms of activities and practices as an advisor? Ano yung tingin mo na nag-work sa iyo ngayon? Kasi as you can see guys, as a rookie agent, parang grabe naman to. Lahat na lang yung promo incentive nakuha in such a short period of time. What is it that you think you're doing right?
Yeah. Probably two things, no? Yun nga, kasi when Sir Rogel asked me to do this, why am I qualified to speak? I'm not even in the business. And yung mga batchmates ko, may mga high batchmates, may mas makikita ko yung presentation nila. They really present well, and I don't usually do that. But one thing that worked for me is, number one, I apply some of the principle I do in sports. No, one of them, the best practice is what I call tools of the trade. No, to set the trade. I think I told this to Nina. I told them na if you're a person, regardless of how strong you are or how big you are, no, it will be very difficult for you to take out a screw that is already embedded in the table. No, so if you use your hand, so dapat you have to use either a Phillips or a flat screwdriver to take it out, and it will be easier to do. No, so ganun din you have to tool yourself. The practice that that worked for me is that you try to educate myself to learn, to be open to learning new stuff. Kasi for me, this is totally new field. No, in sports, I have to really tool myself. Ganun yung ginagawa ko sa sport. I want to learn about strength and conditioning. I want to train athletes. I told myself by doing international certification, by going abroad to learn their expertise. No, so ganun din yung ginagawa ko ngayon dito. Kaya nga nung medyo pinagalitan ako ni Miss Nina na, oy, magti 3 months ka na, wala ka pang benta. Sabi ko, yung sabi ko sa kanya, I don't approach TikTok kasi I have to finish course my DUL, I have to learn all the products. No? So ganun yung ginagawa ko. I'm tooling myself by learning the product I'm offering, and then tooling myself. This is one way to tool it. No? To yung mentoring Mondays. Parang kahit kanong kabisi yung Mondays ko, in academics, the most busy, but I try to, as much as possible, if I'm available, sometimes minumove ko, may katulad ngayon, may ginagawa ko, minumove ko. So, is to really be disciplined enough to learn your craft, no? To learn your craft.
Yeah. Oo, tama. Sa totoo lang, si Christian, pag meron kaming record ng mga attendance, parang wala kang na-miss na 1 or 2 lang yata na in the many, since you started ng Mentoring Mondays, kasi alam niya marami siyang makukuha dito sa Mentoring Mondays eh. So other than that, pati yung mga unit meetings, agency meeting, basta kaya niya ma-attend siya. Nakikita ko, tahimik lang siya lang, pero sabi ko, siguro may klase dito sa kabila kaya hindi nagsasalita, no? But the effort of really being present, no? Yun nga, yung una, just be present, and that's what he's doing.
Pwede ka maglampasan ng table ng sahig habang nakikinig sa mentoring.
Christian, I'm sure the audience is wondering, sino ba itong mga market mo na to? Ba't ang lalaki? Can you give us a profile of your clients?
Alright. Right now, very varied ang client ko. Katulad ngayon, sa breakout group, meron ako na close na starting professional. But those big clients, no, are working professionals, no. Specifically those established lawyers, no, mga partners. Kasi sabi ko kanina, si Nina, in a breakout group, meron siyang isang VIP client who's also my client in fitness, no, they're VIP. So yun yung mga office mate nila, and also with my wife, yun yung mga. Kasi nung una nga, sinabi ng wife ko, unfortunately, you cannot talk to my office. Kasi parang conflict of interest di ba? So yun yung unang challenge ko Kasi, okay, hands off ako sa mga lawyers yun yung mga may pera. But I usually work with lawyers despite the fact na, finally, in-accept ng asawa ko na kailangan pala ma-educate nung mga partners niya or some lawyers, no, on how they spend their money. Kasi nagulat siya when I had this casual conversation over lunch with another lawyer, we were surprised na yun nga, yung na-share ko, yung ang laki-laki ng pera ng lawyer dun sa savings account niya to the fact na tinatawagan na siya ng bank na baka gusto mong invest sa other investment tool. Kasi sinabi niya, laki na yung pera ko. I think sinabi niya pa sa akin, I think I have 14 million in my savings account. then BPI keeps calling me to reinvest it or put it in other, sorry, my dog, investment channel. Sabi ko, then nagtaka ako, ano mga other investment mo? So he has stocks from whatever she work in. And then I explained to him, no, na these professionals kasi, you really have to know to tell them, kasi they're already very successful in the field, on how to manage their money wisely. Yun. So, that's how I coach them. I still have to really do that to those people in business. Mas medyo insurance.
Oo. In case baka na-miss no na hindi na-gets ng iba, yung wife ni Christian is a lawyer in the biggest law firm. Kaya as you can see, nag-know yung wife niya, di ba? One thing I honor you for, Christian, sabi ko yung perseverance mo. Kasi sinabihan ka na magkausapin yung lawyers namin. No? Hindi naman niya pinilit, pero gradually, nagdahan-dahan siyang pumasok. Pwede, na ngayon, nakita na ng wife, pwede pala, dapat pala. Kasi marami pang pwedeng tulungan talaga. Going back to dito sa grupo, I don't know kung marami din kayong mga clients na lawyers, but really, yun din yung realization ko many years. I'm sorry, I need to say this, no? But ako rin, I hesitated approaching lawyers before until I met the wife of Christian. And then I realized, kailangan silang kausapin kasi maraming natatakot lumapit sa kanila. And alam niyo, wala silang investments masyado kasi takot nga sa kanila. So, syempre si Christian hindi takot sa lawyers kasi yung wife niya lawyer din. Okay, Christian, may question daw dito. Sorry.
Wala pa. They're just throwing it out there para just in case may mga questions.
Yeah, if you have questions, tama. Christian, how do you usually approach? Ano yung line na sinasabi mo pag magsiset ka ng appointment?
Okay. Usually, kasi nga a lot of them I previously met before. So, it always pays to really start talking to them, and yung over a very casual setting, usually over lunch or merienda. Yun lang.
Ano lang, parang simple lang, ganon.
Yeah. So then I start probing and then start introducing myself. Alam mo, financial advisor na ako. So it helps na may nag-champion sa'yo. Well, aside from my Mia, the VIP client of Nina, is also telling to people, oy, si Dominguez na gano'n na yan. Isa already financial advisor. So it helps that other people broadcast it for you. No? So two things in which I have to know where they are more responsive. So most of my VIP clients so far are responsive through emails. Okay. Kasi you don't know yung meetings nila, they work long, schedule, they don't know, baka pag tumawag ka sa kanila, they're in the middle of a meeting or they're in the middle of doing a draft. No? So I usually email them and then they will respond. No? And then and also always better for them to see them face to face. Yung mga VIP clients ko, I close them face to face. Yung mga non-VIP through internet. That's how I approach them. Very casual.
Yeah, sakto. May question about that ni Otelo. Now that is na ang quarantine levels, how do you approach or meet? Face to face ba or still online? Sagot na kagad ni Christian.
Ako quick lang.
Oo. Yeah.
May question lang ako, Christian. Sure. You mentioned na usually mga VIP clients mo is through email. How do you compose your email? Is it about setting an appointment or what's in the email para to entice them to look into it and then set a meeting?
Ganito yan. Sometimes I bump into them in Makati or sometimes ngayon I have an incentive to go to the law firm. Dati tamad ako pupunta. But now, if I bump into them in the market, in the parking lot, oy, kamusta? So ganyan. And then, oy, I'm with AIA, I'll email you. So, baka may gusto kang investments or just say I'm with AIA. I'll email you and let's meet sometime. Then yun, I'll just email them. And then I think I said this to DJ before, no? One advantage I have right now is that I'm very known in one field already, no? So a lot of them knows me as a instructor, no? So sometimes ang approach ko rin sa kanila is what I know best, no? So oy, kamusta? Like if I meet them in a parking lot or even sometimes sa mall pag naglalakad sila, pakausap ko lang, kamusta workout mo? Have you been working out and everything? Tapos tsaka ako introduce na I'm with AIA. So when I email them, dalawang approach. Oy, bakit why don't we meet for to just for me to know what your fitness regimens are, and then after that particular paragraph, I'll say na, by the way, baka interested ka in knowing how to invest more or how to do other investments. So ganun ang approach nila. Two prong approach lagi.
So you nile-leverage mo yung being known in a certain field.
Yeah.
And use that to be known in a new field. Parang ganun. So parang, ito yung field ko talaga, expertise ko. I'll use this, meet tayo for fitness regimen. As a bonus, baka pwede natin pag-usapan about your financials.
Yep. And if I know na mag-oo yung VIP client, then I'll design them a fitness program.
Alam mo, sa totoo lang, yun yung yun yung strength ni Christian, yung relationship niya doon sa clients niya. Obviously, yung market ni Christian ngayon are natural market pa. Kaya very effective siya kasi yung relationship na na-build niya over a long period of time na. Kaya madali yung yung pag-approach niya sa kanila. Okay. Christian, meron ka bang usual na natatanggap na objection? Considering na ito yung market mo, ano yung madalas na naririnig mo objection?
Objections na, well, the bad thing about dealing with lawyers is that they're lawyers. Especially, it's not that, kaya
maraming tanong yan. Malamang.
Matanong. Kaya nga sa bahay, one way lang lagi walang argument, one way lang lagi ang conversation eh. So, one thing is this, no? You have to be prepared to answer things that you don't know that will be asked to you eh. Like may natanong na ako na totally hindi ko talaga alam paano sagutin.
Okay.
So,
ang
nangyayari sa akin is that, alam mo, babalikan kita dyan. Parang dumadating yung ko sa coach, no? Kasi there's times when I used to be a coach, I'm still a coach. Sa game, natatalo kami. And then, I have to adjust my tactics. I have to just adjust what I do with my players. Ganun din gagawin ko. In financial advising, so, mas educated, mas higher level bang ang capacity ng mga client mo? Hindi pwede ang approach mo dyan, yung mga estudyante, barkada mo na yun yung alam. Ito kasi tatanungin ka na about legalities of their funding, about how insured are their investments when you do that. So being a coach, no, yun yung approach ko lang din is talagang do things again. Is tools of the trade, no? Do things and learn things, learn new things about the business in order for you to be confident enough to answer those questions. And objections as well.
That's right. Okay, meron dito. Thank you, Christian. May question dito. Si Israel. Not a question. I want to commend the fact that it is admirable that you are going through details to become a professional in this field. I consider going through the insurance code of the Philippines to have a better perspective with the entire law surrounding this industry. Since our aim is to educate financially, I believe knowing the laws is a good way to make me credible. Thank you very much. Yun. May kasama kang teacher dito. Okay.
One advantage.
Yeah.
Pwede kong tawagan yung CFO ng AIA.
Si Gigi.
Yeah.
Gigi Lopez is a good friend.
Kasi, yeah, she
Oo.
helped me with this. Yeah.
Correct. Okay. So I'd like to summarize everything na pinag-usapan natin. So si Christian, ang nakikita ko talaga that's working for him is yung relationships niya na build niya over time. And then yung fire niya to do the mission, which is really to educate many people, especially the young people na kino-coach niya on money matters, no? Kasi nakita rin niya na kung paano mahirap pag hindi mo inayos yung kaperahan mo, bata ka pa lang, no? Early on in your life. And then sabi rin niya nga, what's working for him is yung hungry siya to learn the products, hungry siya to learn new skills, tama ba? Na pwede mo i-apply para maging competent siya and confident. So Christian, marami dito bago. Ano yung advice mo that you can give to share with especially with the new advisors?
Two things. Handling objections. There's rejections. Ako, nung I'm starting with this last year, no, nung I'm telling people na I'm doing this, ang initial na sa akin, meron na ako coach eh. May insurance na ako, may ganyan na ako, and stuff like that. So don't be discouraged. Kasi nga, as I said, as you can ask your unit managers or agency manager, no, talagang hindi naman tayo lang nare-reject ng mga bata eh. Sila rin once in their life. Ngayon, probably hindi na sila nare-reject na ngayon. They're so good at it. But rejection is, part of this eh. One of the things I can say, na as Nina nga asked me, how do you see yourself in this business 3 years from now? I see that magko-continue ako simply because I'm here yung always go to your initial objective. Bakit nandito ka? Probably some of us has to make money. My initial objective is to really is financial literacy, to teach financial literacy to people, no, and to yun yung objective ko. Nga pag may mga objections, pag may mga rejection and usually objections, ang approach ko na lang is that it's okay to do that. I handle objections by knowing na you can benefit, I can teach you something na you haven't been doing yet. No, yun yung drive ko lang. Okay, if you're really close to this one, you don't want this, no, maybe other people might be more willing to accept it. And then you will be surprised. A lot of professionals, businessmen are different things. A lot of professionals are very open to this. Doctors, not only lawyers, doctors, no, engineers, they're open to this. No, kasi nga they are very good in their field, no, but let us not be intimidated. Eh. You will meet objections or questions. Actually, yung objections sa Manila are just questions. Eh. Na syempre, lalabas sila ng money. They want to be sure na hindi mo sila yung 1, 2, 3 or hindi mo sila i-scam, no? So that's why learning about the company is very important, no? And again, handling objections, mainly learning about the company, the product, and all the benefits that they can receive from that, no? The other thing is that again, what I just like to re-emphasize, no, na not because they're already rich, no, na they are very, very good in handling money. Nagkataon lang some of them are fortunate enough to earn 500,000 a month, but they don't really know, no, how to handle their money properly. Na kahit 500, they've been earning 500,000 a month for 6 years, tanggalan mo sila ng trabaho ngayon, magugutom sila in the next year. So, yun pa rin, kailangan natin. Yun yung thinking na you coach them, you educate them on how to really make their yung prosperity that they're encountering now, extend it. Na the same way I tell professional athletes, gusto mo bang ma-extend yung playing career mo? Lalo yung mga PBA players, mga yan eh. But if they learn from you na yung they can earn 5 million a year in my extended, alam mo, I'm talking professional players, for another two years than their expected retirement age, then they will listen to you. Ito rin, if people, professionals can learn na after retirement, you make them realize na, o nga no, hindi pa pala tapos ang buhay ko after retirement. O nga no, hindi ako kikita ng 800,000 a month after retirement. So I have to scale down. But ang approach ko lagi, gusto mo ba pag retire mo, scale down ka kagad? Hindi. Do you want to live your own, do you have to have the same lifestyle after you retire? And most of them will say yes. Then that's when that's when they will be open. Yung February na close ko, that's how I just opened, how I was able to close it eh. Yung in-explain ko sa kanya, no, na, after retiring, you're spending right now, you're spending around 400,000 a month. Do you still want to spend like that after you retire? So then we'll agree to it.
Okay. Thank you, Christian. Partner, JJT.
All right. Thank you.
Masabi?
Thank you, Christian. Ang galing. And then, ako napulot ko talaga, if you feel, especially mga rookies, I know yung mga tenured knows this naman kasi matagal na tayo sa business. But yung kay Christian, he is a rookie in this field. Pero that doesn't mean yung trabaho, ngayon lang niya ginawa. Kasi like he said, like Miss Nina said, yung relationships na na-build ni Christian, dates way back, diba? Matagal na ang daming tagal na lutuan na to. So parang for him, maybe it was not consciously about teaching personal finance or giving financial literacy. Pero the relationship was built over time. Na ngayon, nalaluto na niya before, na ngayon, na lang, parang inaani na lang niya yung what he planted years ago in a different field. Kasi baka mayroong mga advisors tayo, especially the rookies, na ma-frustrate kayo na hindi nyo kaagad na-close, ganyan. Kasi maybe the relationships was not built. And in the case of Christian, kaya siya nakaka-close ng ganun karami, ganun kalaki, is because the relationship was built. May trust na yung mga clients niya sa kanya to give him this amount of premium. Kasi si coach yan di ba? I mean, may malaking tiwala ako coach. So it's really more of lutuan, and it's like I always say, it's a relationship business. And if you had challenges before when it comes to building relationships, this is a perfect time with you here to practice relationship building din, kasi yun yung important in our industry. And it's fun kasi relationship building, parang wala ka namang pinipilit di ba? You just want to get to know the person, learn more about the person, and then as they get to know us financial advisors, makukuha rin nila na, pag mayroon akong challenges about finances, ang lalapitan ko yan, si Christian, si Miss Nina, tayo, diba? So, it's been, matagal na journey to, and I think there's a reason why it took Christian, 8 years to say yes. Kasi niluto pa niya. By the time na pumasok si Christian dito, ready na. So,
and one good thing is, I have to thank Nina rin kasi trusted na si Nina in that law firm, in that particular law firm. She's trusted kasi most of the senior partners is her client. No, so alam niya na hindi ko sila lolokohin kasi si Nina nga, yung mga senior partner nag-trust sa kanya. So I think they know that the business is legitimate, and then it can really help them. Tsaka lastly, yung one advantage ko siguro sa mga younger rookies, kasi ang age ko kasi hindi na pang rookie talaga but I'm established my career already, and probably the oldest rookie, But yeah, tama yung sinasabi nila. Kasi it pays to build relationship Kasi ngayon I'm learning to do that. Kasi nung bata ako, I don't care about relationship. So I'm doing my stuff. Now out of sight, out of mind ako But ngayon, yun yung struggle ko initially, yung nagiging constant ako, conscious ako na I have to meet these people, which I don't really like to do. I'm a very introvert person, which is hindi halata kasi I'm a coach, but I don't really people who knows me, I only deal with my players. That's it, and other things that are very close to me. Pero the thing is, good thing about being an introvert is that mas magta-thrive kapag isa lang yung kausap mo, not a group of people. So that's why I think I'm confident enough to do it one on one. Kasi pag magpe-present ka naman, it's just one person, or sometimes with his or her wife or husband. So it works for me pa rin kasi hindi ako napapagod and na-exhaust pag isa-isa lang ang kausap ko.
And thank you, Christian. All right, so before ito, marami tayong comment lesson daw from sabi ni Sir Rohel, do to your clients what a Christian do. Yan. I know, very Rohelism talaga. Thank you for awesome share, Coach, sabi ni Otelo, and then sabi ni DJ that you don't use to build relationships before. It gives hope to a lot of people who didn't have a good start. Oo, kasi marami rin sa atin na maybe introvert, hindi masyadong magaling with relationships. Pero today is the perfect time to start. Diba? So, all right. So, just bring in your chat nyo lang, whatever you're honoring for Christian for a great sharing this morning. No? And I'm sure si Christian mababasa naman niya yan. Before we move on to our telethon. Picture daw muna tayo kasi baka makalimutan eh. Picture tayo, guys.
Thank you,
Thank you, Christian. Thank you for your time and sharing.